Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the reigning AFC champs, and it's coming up next.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. It's been a good season for them so far, and they're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their
out of the gun, gone. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Detroit. 59 yards.
Well, Gordon, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. And CD, one of the big stories everybody's been tracking this week, the head coach of this offense, looking to become just the second coach in NFL history to win 5 Super Bowl titles.
And let's face it.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Allen going to throw. Caught right side, Davis. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A first down carry for Davis. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Allen from the gun on third down. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up fourth down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on fourth. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Has his man, it's Shakir. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. To throw, it's Allen. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Throwing now is Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's third and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Bates' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. Back to throw. Goff. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. 3 more quarters of football left in this season as we're through one, and we'll be back in a moment with more of Super Bowl 64. 7-3 the score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, welcoming you back to the biggest of them all, Super Bowl 64, second quarter about to begin. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Once again, it's Brooks. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Gone. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. To the air, Allen. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now Allen. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On play action, Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Goff now looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Williams, the man in motion left. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. This is caught by Williams. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the gun on third down, Goff. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This one from 35 yards away. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 35, here's second down and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. And he will find his man on the outside. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And again, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. The slot man in motion right. Allen going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Allen. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Now Allen again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here.
That went out wide and intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play. The
Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Now gone. He'll find Williams on the slant. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw is Goff. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Point after here coming up. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Throwing now is Allen. Shake. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first downs.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Goff. It's complete to Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. St. Brown in motion right. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drop.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed,
snail's pace.
Snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Looks like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Off play action. Here's Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And this group has suffered far when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Shakir hauls it in. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone, and they hit him for the completion for the 1st down.
Up the middle to Davis. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now here's Davis to run again on 2nd. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Hundreds of games, all this football, and it all comes down to the 4th quarter of Super Bowl 64 in just a moment. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back for the 4th quarter here at Super Bowl 64. The offense on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And we are back for the 4th quarter here at Super Bowl 64.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Taking it about the 16. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. To the air, Allen has his man. It's Shakir, and he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Allen. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. From midfield, here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Bates' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So if you factor the safety, this is going to be a 5-point swing all told.
And if you're winning, I think you say, fine by me, we'll take it. But when you're losing, I think you have to say, we let a good opportunity get away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now it's gone. And he's got his big tight end here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Goff now to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Dorian Williams who got there for the sack.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Goff now looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Here's Goff. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Allen and the Bills now down by 8, 2:23 to play. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on first down. Allen going to throw. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Allen now looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Throwing, Allen.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. To throw is Allen.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Allen.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Allen.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Allen.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
One more hurdle here. They need the 2-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
So what a Super Bowl this has been. All tied in the final minute as it kicks away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So out now come the Lions.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9, and compounding things, it's now 3rd down as well. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Now it's gone.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here if they get one.
Oh, and it's intercepted!
Picked off by Kobe Joseph.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
That is just a gigantic interception here in overtime of this playoff game. And now, Charles, all they need is 3 to win it.
That's exactly right, because now one possession, one field goal gets it done. They force a lot of big turnovers in the regular season, Brandon, but none come bigger than that one right there here in the playoffs. They've got a chance to put this one away.
First throw in overtime for Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And the Lions
Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
So a moment to savor here. Commissioner Goodell set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Detroit Lions. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.